Hey guys, welcome back to BAC V RR. Hey, pretty much the weekend. So what do we do on the weekends? We're on a train. That's what we do. And we got a loaded grain train. This train's from Wichita, Kansas. All those people back in the Midwest. So they got lots of power. Got this 7230. He's thumping along. He's got issues, but he's powered. Looks like we got a total, I think, what do we have? About 9 units there. Going by Stockton Tower on the old SP. Double track there, and the old WP off to the left there. Well, we're going to end up taking the Altamont over the old SP, and the reason being this train's headed to Oakland, but they had a little problem out there by Richmond Bay. They got a tunnel out there. It's called the Oleum Tunnel, and unfortunately it caved in on the Cal P, so that's why this loaded grain train, normally they want to take them this way, but they're going to take them over the Altamont today, and that's why they got all the extra power. So for whatever reason they didn't want to run them over the old WP. They're going to take them over the SP, so we'll see how this works. Yeah, here at Stockton, looks like we got a WP train leaving too. He's going to be going over the Altamont, so we might end up seeing him down the road. Got a flashing yellow on the bottom there at Charter. Yeah, 7230, he's got issues. I don't know why he does that. He seems to do okay if he's running forward, but when I put him backwards, he just likes to grind away. We got about, I can't remember, 36, 40 cars on this loaded grain train. It's good size today. It's been a while since I've done any work here in Stockton, the old WP. I don't know why I haven't ballasted this, and maybe this next winter I might do that. Probably look a lot nicer than looking at a bunch of, this is all homosote down there. Gotta keep an eye on everything here. The grain train, he's going to go up a helix, a 3-level helix, and a WP train, he can take the long way, so he's going to go up on his tracks up and over the Altamont. So on my throttle here, I might give this grain train a little more juice. He's starting to go up that helix. So out of those 9 units on that train, only 5 of them I've got power. The other have been dummy eyes. I've gutted them. Just to kind of throw in the layout every once in a while. There we go, finally. Put the rear end of that train. So here's a little view of my 3-level helix. Again, I consider this the SP portion. Coming up, he's coming up towards Altamont, so it's doing pretty good for that size of train. This is a 28.5-inch radius on this sucker. Like that Rio Grande, he's been through a few too many of those Rocky Mountain tunnels with some coal trains. He's all blacked out. Looking at the SP on the bottom there, got a grain train coming up, and guess what? Sure enough, I slipped on the camera, we got another train coming up here. Got that WP train coming up, a little undershot. He's grinding away. I guess I could eventually put his headlight on. I think he just dimmed it for the guys in the depot there. Back up here a little bit, otherwise I'm gonna lose focus on this thing. They're both grinding up the hills. I have to drop this camera again, so I'm gonna stop it. There we go. I'm gonna rest it right there. Here we go. Better. They're definitely working. Well, I think the WP is going to win this race. The grain train, he's just about tipped over there, and Stuck underneath the bridge there. Sorry for the shakiness. I'm doing this one-handed. I got the other hand on throttle. And a little shot coming through Pleasanton. That grain train, he's working on it. Well, that grain train, he was definitely giving me some headaches with that 7230. Lost part of my train there. We recovered. Covered the air too. Still thumping along. Coming through Pleasanton, California. Man, he's still struggling. A little shot there, San Ramon branch off to the right there, and coming around the curve. Kind of looking into the sun a little bit. I figure I'd bore you about 10 seconds of helix action. And you know the rest of the story. Well, just coming through Niles Junction, and looks like the grain train took the checker flag on that one. I got the WP manifest. He's coming across his old railroad there, coming across the Niles Junction right now. And just found out they're going to let us go on this grain train, hold that WP train. Well, I'm working on this control point still, and just ordered some relays, so I'll probably do something on my little last hour videos that I do. And I'm just sitting in the garage, sitting in the layout room, waiting around. At some point I better stop that WP train. He's already a little too close to that control point. Another shot. CP40, control point 40. Looking at the rear end of that stack train, that dupe there. Apparently that crew died, so they just tied it down, waiting for another crew to come out. And I just have to drag him into the ramp there in Oakland, and that'll be a quick little job for somebody. Well, when you're running a low priority train, this is pretty much what happens. You get stuck in the old Oakland sub, 20-mile-an-hour trackage through here, so just slowly crawl into Oakland at some point here. Going through some of the industries. Got my stack train, he's idling off to the right there, tied down. Waiting for a crew. Let's see, I should have mentioned that power so that, well, I'll show you again here, another shot here. I'll tell you what's going, what's working, what's not. So obvious that SP unit, he's working. That UP, he's just a dummy. I gutted him. MKT, I gutted him too. A couple old Athearn units. That speed lettered SP, he's gutted. The Burlington, he's got a DCC unit. Same with that tunnel motor. Rio Grande, he's gutted. These last two SP units, they got DCC, and of course no sound. Interesting thing, that speed letter unit, can't remember where I got that shell. It was like a special shell. Not very much detail on it nowadays, but I want to say it was like a rail power. I forget who produced that shell, something like that. Finally made it here at Magnolia. He got us all crossed over here at the tower, and he's going to put us into the yard there, into the yard lead. Take this all the way into, well, it's the old WP that's been rebuilt here in Oakland. A little different from what actually happened, but that's what happened on this railroad. Crawling in, show you from a different angle here. little shot under the bridge there, and I was missing a piling. Last year I moved this bridge and kind of redid this yard, and was missing a piling. I've actually found it underneath the layout, so it's in there now. So pretty sure I remember going underneath this bridge, and I actually remember the pilings right smack in the middle of the road there. And if I'm correct, if I remember correctly, somebody might remember better than me. Anyways, I'm gonna cut it off here. Appreciate you guys watching. Watch me on the last hour or two, or just work on whatever project, a little project at the end of the day too, if you're interested. But hey, you guys, appreciate you guys, and you guys have a great weekend. I guess it's a weekend. You guys take care. David. BAC V RR, signing out.